Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Would You Rather. I'm your host, Jonathan, and joining me tonight are...
Hi, I'm Yuxuan.
Hi, I'm Claudie.
Hi, I'm Grace.
Once again, big shout out to D-Cut Studios for letting us shoot here. Be sure to check them out at Cine Leisure. As always, more details in the description down below. As shown in the title, this is our last episode of this season, and we hope that you have enjoyed watching us as much as we've enjoyed making it. Now let's have a blast and end this season with a bang. Let's get right into it. Alright, today's topic is about mastering of one skill versus being a jack of all trades. On the count of three, we'll all choose one option. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Master of Trades.
Wow, interesting.
What about you, John?
I think I am definitely gonna side with Yuxuan. I think being a master of one skill is probably what I would lean to. Alright, so Yuxuan being the only one who chose...
You also choose.
Okay, fine. But I'll share mine later, no worries. But being the only one out of the three of you who chose the master of one skill. So, would you like to share what's your reason?
I feel like if you are a jack of all trades, you'll be very, very busy. Because you are always constantly trying to do many things at one time because you are master of everything. So what do you actually want to do?
Right.
So for me, I'm still trying to master one trade. So for example, I love baking, I love doing nails, I love a lot of things, but I'm not a master of any of it. So I feel that if I'm master of one, then I'll just spend all my time and effort on just one instead of always segregating all my time, my effort, my money on so many things but then I haven't mastered any one of it.
That's true. So you're saying you really want to find something that you want to really focus on.
Yeah, so that you can develop further in that trade
Right, and
also.
see how far you can go.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
But then what if you are young, right, and then you don't know what you want, and then you only settle on one thing, and then...
But master is different, man. For example, I'm trying a lot of things right now. So because I want to go into maybe do a business in maybe baking, home-based business baking, or even open up my nail salon and all. But then you only can do one, man. You cannot do nails, then you also do home-based business at one time. So I'm still trying. I'm doing a lot of things, but I want to see which one is the I can be the master of that one. That's what I feel.
So let me get it straight. You want to sort of explore and almost be like a jack of all trades and then find your master.
Yeah,
there.
correct.
Okay. So it's almost like a sequence thing. You wanna explore and then get into that one skill that
but
you're very...
ultimately, it's still I feel like master of
Right.
one is still the best. Yeah.
So it's diving into it after you found what you're interested in.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Alright, moving on to Claudie. You chose jack of all trades. So please share with us.
I just thought it would be fun if I can I'm able to bake, I can wakeboard, I can surf or something, and I can
getting a whole
paint and sing and dance. I think that's quite cool. Yeah.
So it's getting the whole horizon of exploring.
I know there are some girls who are like that. It's quite impressive. Yeah. Even though they're not super good at one thing. Yeah.
I like that.
And it's fun because you can have different types of friends, like the outdoor kind of friends and the indoor baking and painting kind of friends. Yeah.
So do you think there's a point in time where you think you will be very interested or more interested in one activity more than the other? Do you think there'll be a time where there's the bias?
Yes, I'm sure you will naturally be inclined to a certain one, right? I mean, we're born. I think we cannot change that, right? I think we're born with it. Yeah, and I guess if you're super good at something, you're super passionate about it, then you can monetize it.
So with that, do you think of going deeper into it and almost mastering it, or do you also think, I'm still gonna be the jack of all trades. I'm willing to just monetize that one thing I'm more inclined to, and then still be that explorer of or maintaining all those activities.
Yeah, I think we could still maintain those activities. It's quite fun. I mean, just recreationally. Yeah.
So not really getting too deep into it, even though you like it more, but still exploring. Okay. Alright, Grace, moving on to you. You also chose Jack of all trades. So would you like to share maybe some thoughts?
Basically, Claudie has said everything that I wanted to say.
Yeah.
But then I have a question, like if you're a master of one, does it mean that you can't do anything else?
Yeah, I
I'm
think
confused
that's a very good question.
Yeah.
Like, I I mean I don't mean to ask a question to a question, but there are only 24 hours in the day, right? So if you were to be very involved in one skill, say you take 16 hours a day mastering one skill, would you have the energy to go explore another skill?
Okay, example, if you're young and then you're unsure of just what I mentioned earlier on, you're unsure of what you want to do, and then like you just spend your whole life and money and education, whatever to just learn one thing to later on regret that.
Yeah.
But then you're a master of that thing already.
Yeah.
So is it then not okay to explore other options and become like, I don't know lah. Yeah.
I think that's a very good insight, because I do think some professions require right a lot of us to go into it at a very young age, especially we think of athletics and a lot of sportsmen. They do need to decide at a very young age. So yeah, I think it's true that the regretting part. Like what you mean is maybe that you don't want to commit too quickly.
Yeah, I guess so. But even if you're older, example like I'm an artist example I'm not so like, what if one day right the whole world just out of stock of like paints or like color pencil, then I kind of lose my identity in a way. I don't know but that's kind of like what I'm thinking.
Well, I think that's a very good question. I think COVID has shown us that over like the past 2 years about how one profession can really, when you're diving too deep into it, you start to not know where you go once circumstances change. But my question is also, are there things that you learn that can be applied to other things, even though you're mastering one skill? So say like you are sports, you're an athlete, right? You do you learn a lot of, yes, you do, let's say basketball, you're a basketballer. As much as your body gets older and you're unable to run, your athleticism goes down, your experience also increases. So maybe they could go for job alternatives like being a sports analyst, as we've seen many of the retired athletes do. They go into becoming head coaches or even general managers. So what do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah, what do you, like as in what do you think about, like, do you think that mastering one skill allows you to maybe increase your horizon to do things that can be applicable to other skills? Because you mentioned about how one skill, when you commit too quickly, you'll start to be you might regret it.
If you're young and unsure, because like things are always changing, and then like people change as well, like our interests. So it's like, I don't know I don't know, what do you guys think? Like, I really don't know.
Maybe Claudie or Yushen, maybe you'd like to like think, because you chose master one skill, right? So do you think that one skill can be applicable to other things? Like, do you that?
There's always different opportunities out there. Some more like in this like 时代in this world, this generation, in this generation right now, like I think there's a lot of new stuff and new things that you will like think like actually we can do it this way also, we can do it that way also. So but for me I think the most important thing that you have to be master of that skill in order to excel. So if you're not a master of that skill, it's very hard to excel in that skill or trait. That's why I feel that you have to be a master of one. But in the process of finding what's the master of one, you have to be a jack of all trades, because you should know like what you like you should, then you will know like which one will you do better in, and what, or rather you do better in and then you like it the best also, then you can be the master of one. That's why I feel, that's why I've been constantly finding which one can I go to be the master of one.
So I guess we can be both at the same time being a master of one.
So will you all ever want to be a master of one if you sort of like find that one skill that you're more inclined to? Because Claudie, you mentioned that you still want to keep up with all the other skills, right? So you may not want to technically, you may not technically want to like invest all your time into one skill. Mhm.
I think we are all like good at one thing, but then we are also doing a little bit of every other thing. So it's kind of like,
So it's more of like a touch and go.
it's like best of both worlds, I guess.
It's like doing that one thing is boring. So we want to find something new to be a master or what. I mean, that's what I feel for myself lah. Because it's true that as we grow older, things can change, your interest can change, your preference can change, everything could change. Yeah. So what you like doing now might not be what you will like doing in 20 years time, 10 years
Yes.
time.
Alright, back to Claudie. You said that you're a jack of all trades, right? As you mentioned. So if you had a choice to master one skill, is there any skill that you're more inclined to like diving deep down?
Trading. I guess.
Trading,
Yeah.
okay. Is there a reason why you're more inclined to trading?
I feel like it's a very male-dominated thing. Yeah, but I want to be rich.
Oh, okay.
I
So,
want to join you.
alright, so let me get it straight. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is your definition of mastery something that you can earn money on? Or is it something that you are mastering because of your interest? So you're mentioning the earlier episode, something about passion? Like passion or
Yeah,
or
I
money?
think it overlaps with our earlier topic, passion and
I
money,
do see.
right?
Uh-huh.
And I guess like I mean.
It is more of like a bit of both, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when you think of a mastery skill, money comes into play.
Yeah.
Okay. So trading is something. But okay, let's go dive further away from that topic. If let's say money wasn't taken into account, is there a passion, like really just going straight into it with no like sense of what practicality or whatnot, just passion driven? Is there any one skill that you want to master?
I think I still lean towards like being a jack of all trades. Yeah, like I want to be able to bake, to be able to paint, to do pottery, to swim, to like dance, and like
So
I don't
you're
know, do
leaning
aerial
more towards
yoga.
great jack of all trades.
Netball, whichever. Yeah, I
okay.
think I enjoy that. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's fair. I think most of us, we don't like to be tied down into one thing. I think in what we do today, we don't want to put that pressure on ourselves to really have to commit to one thing and realize that we really took too long to figure it out. Because I know a lot of the people around me, or at least sometimes the older generation, they tend to tell me to go into one thing and they'll say you'll eventually enjoy it. So I think a lot of times there's a lot of differences in views that we have to explore it ourselves instead of going into it and wait it out, even though we don't enjoy it. So it's almost like
Yeah.
a touch and go thing,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, that's cool. That's very interesting. All right, now that we've established that Yushen is chooses master of one skill, even though she wants to be a jack of all trades before diving into one skill, and both of you, Claudie and Grace, you're both more jack of all trades. So now I would like to turn the question a little bit and ask, if you were to look for a partner, would you look for a guy that is also a jack of all trades or someone who is a master of one skill? So maybe we'll start with Yushen.
I'll choose someone that is a master of one skill also. Yeah, because if it's talking about career or monetizing this thing right now, obviously I will feel that it's better that he's master of one.
So
Unless he's capable of doing trades or a jack of all trades.
doing it well.
Yeah, he can like master everything and then monetize everything. Then like okay, then you go ahead. But if you
jack of all trades,
yeah, if you can wear many hats, then okay, then just wear all the hats you want. But if you only can wear one hat, then you should just wear one hat. Yeah.
Would you be comfortable with someone who is in the midst of figuring out the master of one skill?
Depending on what he does, what is he doing now in the process of finding that master of one skill. Like for me, I'm obviously doing full-time job. I'm having a full-time job, and then at the same time I also using my free time to find what's my master of one trade. Yeah, so it's not like I'm not working, then like I'm every day I'm just searching for that master of one trade. Then obviously that is like, it's a no go for me lah, I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Claudie, what about you? If you were to look, for a guy, would you be a master of one or jack of all trades?
I actually haven't thought about that question before, but I noticed that I tend to be more attracted to guys who are a master of one. Like I really like it when they are.
I think there's a sense of like professionalism.
Yes, very
so-
passionate about something, and then like they are a geek, that I like.
It's
that
almost like
vibe.
they really devote their time
Yeah.
into it, and they take no they really take
Yeah, they
no
take it very seriously.
Mhm. They,
and
they,
like,
they, they don't take any exception to
Yeah.
to little details and being off. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
like when you're talking to them, they can go on and on about that
They
one
see the
topic.
fire in their
Yes.
eyes.
Would-
Passion.
and you would be entertained by
Yes,
hearing them
I'm
speak
very attracted
like
to that.
hours of it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
Honestly,
Race.
after hearing what they have to share, right, I think, I'll be more attracted to someone that's like master of one because of like the passion and like the securement also. Securement, is it a word?
We'll make it work. Securement. Okay.
Okay. Security and like, I don't know, there's just something like attractive with a man, right, that's like so sure of
yeah.
himself and like, yeah.
So same thing like you said, if he's let's say like a jack of all trades or rather a master of all trades.
Go for it. Whatever makes him happy and makes money.
Yeah, whatever makes the most money.
That's very interesting. But okay. So it seems that money seems to be the main driving goal because being obsessed in one skill.
Nah, Singapore is just expensive.
But let's say a guy is master of one skill that doesn't pay very well. Then what? Is it not as
that's okay
attractive?
too. No,
Oh, that's
it's still
okay.
Like
Ah.
I think there are a lot of people who are like master of one thing and they become really good at it and they grow and like build it into something big, and when they have that, they get to branch out to like a lot of other things and explore so many different options. But of course I also appreciate like men with passion, even if it doesn't pay well. Like they could be in like really into startups. I mean if you're into startups, you have to be someone who's like really passionate, right? And it might not be paying well at first, but I think it's something very admirable to me. Because it's like you really believe in it, then you're putting everything in it.
To your point, you just want to see someone who's very passion driven, and there is that, I guess, monetary potential kind of thing. but
potential.
I do see it. I think it was very very interesting insights. I think it's been pretty insightful about all the thoughts. It seems that we're all hitting the same trend of wanting to explore our different skills, especially with so many things today. Being able to be flexible with changing circumstances and all that. It allows us to be exposed to new things and exploring and not getting tied down into one skill seems to be what I'm getting from everyone. Alright, thank you all for sharing your opinions and thoughts. I think they've been really insightful. And with that, we've come to the end of our season of Would You Rather. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And be sure to comment down below to share your thoughts and opinions about our topic. And we'll see you on season 2.
Bye!